to the channel. Oh, I'll just keep my head right here so you can't see my secrets on the wall behind me. Coming over today. My boyfriend just asked if I'm coming over today, and I'm gonna say only if you take me to Barnes. Or Target. We'll see what he says. Anyways, welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I am thinking about doing a weekend in my life. This is good. This is the... He said, okay, don't eat, which means his family's cooking me dinner. Y'all, my thing is looking up. I literally pulled out the camera because I was so flipping bored. It's like so rainy and nasty outside, which usually I'm obsessed with. I'm like, perfect weather to read, perfect weather to just live my life, run my errands. I like don't mind running errands in the rain. I actually like it better because then I feel like I'm not wasting the day. But something about today is just so like... honestly rancid. The day is taking forever to pass. Like, I just am not... It is not a chill Friday. And I'm not motivated at all to read because although Throne of Glass is great, which is fantasy, I'm also reading The Winners by Friedrich Bachmann, which is the third and final book in the, like, Beartown trilogy or connected series or whatever. Super great, but it's also, like, contemporary fiction, so it's like... okay, I'm just, like, a little bored. I just finished reading Happy Place, so I just want to read another cute, like, adorable, mindless... fast-paced read, and I don't have anything. The only romance I have that like sounds appealing to me is If He Had Been With Me, but I heard that this is sad, so it's also like I want to just like giggle. Like I don't need it to be super painful for my heart and my soul. But anyway, so I was planning on just like taking all with me and like going to the Barnes or maybe the library because I have to return Happy Place. It was a library book. Oh, he said we'll make something at my house. Can we convince him to make pizza? No, do I even want pizza? I'm trying to eat healthier, and it's very difficult. Speaking of eating healthier, this is my snack. It's the Chobani Zero Sugar Vanilla Yogurt. I didn't realize it was zero sugar. I just grabbed it because it was 60 calories. I am calorie counting, and before all of you want to yell at me about diet culture, I have actually found a lot of freedom in calorie counting. I previously did like restriction diets, so I would eat like a certain amount of carbs a day, or I would cut out this and only eat that and whatever. And while that like obviously helped me meet my physique goals, I was not happy about it. And so I had never tried calorie counting. I had done Weight Watchers before, but that's not true calorie counting, and I like the point system is so arbitrary that it was like bothering me. So I'm trying calorie counting. I personally am 5 feet 4 inches, and I 5 feet 4 inches, please. Like I'm giving you like my measurements. But anyway, I'm 23. I'm 5'4". My calorie count is about 1,500 calories a day, give or take, because of exercise. And I found a lot of freedom in that because it allows me to eat whatever I want and know that like my personal issue was just portion control. So I found a lot of freedom in calorie counting. But anyway, all of that to say, I picked this because it was low in calories and it tastes delicious. This is my first time having it. It's non-fat Greek yogurt and lactose free. I don't cut out lactose anymore. Funny story, I previously was lactose intolerant. My boyfriend loves pizza so much, and that we ate pizza so often that I am no longer lactose intolerant, and that's the only thing I can attribute it to because nothing else about me has changed, and it hasn't been long enough. Like, you know how they say like your palate changes every 7 years, or you grow out of your allergies or whatever the heck? Like, it hasn't been long enough. It's been 3 years. Like, that's not enough time. But yeah, I put strawberries and blueberries in there, and this is delicious. Blueberries are in season right now, I think, because wow, they are so delicious. I have such a fixation for blueberries. But anyway, I pulled out the camera because I was bored, and I figured we would go to the library, return my book, see if I can find a romance, blah, blah, blah. But now the plans have changed. So how exciting. What an exciting development. But this weekend is going to be a good time because tomorrow we have Bible study with the girlies, and then one of my friends actually has gotten to rock climbing recently, so she sent me a Groupon, and I think after Bible study we're going to go. And I don't think I've ever been rock climbing before, other than like when you do it at like the fair or like on a cruise or whatever. So we'll see how it goes. I don't really have upper body strength, so I don't think it's going to go super well. But I'm excited to try. And then on Sunday I don't have any plans, so maybe that's when we'll do the barns and the like reading of it all. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But what else is going on? I don't know. We'll just see how this weekend goes. I wanted to do, I don't know, I've just been craving more vlog style content because that's what I've been watching a lot of. So I figured if that's what I'm watching, why not make it? Maybe you guys can get to know me and my personality and whatever. Because I'm always saying that like I'm so like sanitized in some of my videos. I just posted my official spring break reading list video, and I had so much fun editing that video. But it's also like if you don't have my sense of humor, like you're probably not gonna think it's that funny. But that's fine. And hey, different strokes for different that's the worst version of that saying. What is it? To each their own. To each their own. But yeah, I hope y'all stick around, see what happens this weekend with me, and regardless, we're gonna read, we're gonna have a good time, and I don't know, I'm gonna try to be more chatty in this vlog because I realize that when I watch people's vlogs, I'm mainly listening and like having in the background of things that I do. So I'm gonna try and talk more because I have been more like, I guess, visually oriented, like making, when I do like week in my lives or week in my, blah, 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 whatever videos I make, it's mostly for you to watch and not for you to listen, but I do a lot of listening, so we're gonna try and do that. Yeah. Oh, before I put the camera away, look at my thingy. I love this thing. I always have to recommend it every time I wear it in a video. It's called the Comfy. My boyfriend got it for me when we first started dating. It has like a Sherpa lining and it's like a hoodie. And let's see if I can stand on this without breaking my body. It's like a giant hoodie, and it even has a it even has a pocket, and it's so comfortable. And I like that the sleeves are oh my god. The sleeves are like elastic, so they're tighter around the wrist, which I really appreciate. But yeah, this is like the comfiest, warmest thing I've ever worn. And that's all I have to say. And I just keep talking because I don't know. The camera comes out and I feel wild. Who knows? But anyway, yep. A fruit sticker. A nectarine! I haven't had a nectarine in so long. That's how long that the sticker's been on here. I can't remember the last time I ate a nectarine. What was I saying? I don't know. I just am in a silly, goofy mood and I wanted to hang out with y'all, so that's what we're gonna do. And I guess I'll update y'all whenever I, like, leave my house. It's just, I don't know. I'm hoping that the weekend is gonna be better than how today has started, because it's just kind of, so we'll see how it goes, but I'll see you guys later. I essentially like got ready to go, and then now I'm just waiting for my boyfriend to tell me that he's on his way back home. He's in a class, so once he's done I'm gonna head over that way. But I mean, I guess I'll give you guys a fit check. I changed literally my whole outfit because I wanted to wear a long sleeve and then I couldn't find one that matched and blah blah blah. Please, not me being the laziest influencer ever sitting down. But anyway, ribbed gray long sleeve because it's cold. From Old Navy. This belt is, I actually have no idea where this belt is from, but it's probably from like Old Navy or something. These jeans are from Target. They're like distressed. They're just black distressed jeans. And then I'm wearing my Docs. These are like the Chelsea. Please please, my laundry, they're on the bottom. My Chelsea boot docks, because these are like my rain boots. Because when it rains, I typically wear like chunkless so that whatever, my feet are getting wet, that's it, period. Or I wear these because I really don't like to get my regular shoes wet if I can avoid it. I usually don't wear jeans either because, so basically when it rains in Florida, because it rains a lot in the summer, I'll usually just wear shorts and sandals because it's like, whatever, I've just committed to getting wet and like being kind of cold. But the girls know how it is. I put on the shirt, I was wearing different jeans, the jeans didn't match the shirts, then I had to change the jeans, and then because I changed the jeans, I had to put on the belt and the whole thing. But the main event is this vintage, please, my dad's gonna be so upset, this vintage leather jacket, because it was my dad's. It's from the company Wilson's. It says The Leather Experts. But I just, it comes with like an insert, like a quilted insert for when it's like actually cold outside. Let me know what color you guys think this is, because I think it's brown, like dark brown, and my dad swears that it's black. But he gave this to me a few months ago, so I'm just going to wear this over the top, because I'm always cold no matter where I go. But let's stand. Oh my god, please. How much more noise can I make and get the full effect? Or, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this so you guys get the full effect. But this is the fit. And yeah, like I said, I'm essentially just waiting around. I realized that I'm technically still buddy reading Ruthless Vows with my friend, even though she has been so slow to read it. And I knew she was going to be slow, so I didn't mind. But she like hasn't read in a week. And so I think it's time for me to move the goalpost, give her another 100 pages to read. So we're actually going to read Ruthless Vows right now while I wait. So, yeah. The problem with buddy reading with somebody who reads slower than you is that I will occasionally forget what has happened, because it takes me probably like a day and a half to read 100 pages, and it will take my friend maybe like a week and a half. So I have to backtrack to remember what's going on. But I'm on page 208. So for those of y'all that have read Ruthless Vows, I'm about halfway, it looks like. Rebecca Ross just doesn't miss, I must say. This book is that every time Roman has a task, I guess is how I can say it, it always feels like a trap. Like, I'm getting anxiety. It's now 9:30 the next morning. I just forgot to film anything last night, but we ended up just hanging out. What did we do? I think we literally just sat and chatted and hung out. And then we went to Olive Garden for dinner. I can never go to Olive Garden without overeating. Like, any meal where there's multiple courses, especially when one of those courses is like the best breadsticks on the planet. So I don't feel my best right now. I feel a little puffy from the sodium, but it was, I will say, so delicious. The zuppa toscana is like my favorite soup to ever exist in the entirety of soups, and I make it myself. Like, I used to make it like once a week. I haven't had it in a while. I made it, I want to say last week, but before then I hadn't had it for like a month or two. And so if you need, wow, can you tell I'm still tired? Which makes no sense because I slept for a really long time, more than usual. I think it's because it's raining still, and so it's making me feel cozy and sleepy. This is how I wanted to feel yesterday, and yesterday I was just annoyed. But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then afterwards we attempted to watch a movie, but nothing really good was on. If y'all have any recommendations for literally just any good movie to watch with a boy, please let me know, because I keep wanting to watch, like, not period pieces, but essentially like historical fiction, and he keeps wanting to watch like those, basically like the Kevin Hart-esque movies that are like comedies, but that are so like, would you call it slapstick? I don't know. But that's just not very funny to me. So we're like at an impasse where we can't find a good movie, because a lot of the action movies that are coming out recently are like not good either. So if anybody has any movie recommendations, please let me know. And then yeah, just, I don't know, I went to bed. Now we're gonna catch up on my Bible study. I am notorious for not doing Bible study every day and doing it like twice a week. We are doing the Seamless Bible study. My friend Jenny had told me that this is a really great study for understanding the Bible in its entirety and like seeing how it connects. Because obviously the Bible is written, like, many things are happening at the same time and in different places, and basically world history was never my strong suit, and I couldn't understand how things were happening at the same time in different places and like how that all connected to each other, and thus the Bible's really hard for me to understand. So my small group is joining me on this journey. Apparently none of them have ever read the Bible, and only one of them has read the Bible in full, which I was surprised by, because I thought that was like a common thing to do, to read the Bible in full. But yeah, I've always wanted to, so I figured that I'd start. I'm also reading for Lent. I've tried to read every day for Lent. So I haven't done the study every day, but I have read every day for the past, we're about a week away from Lent, so the past like 35 days. I don't know. I'm not Catholic, and so I don't observe Lent in like the traditional sense, but I do try to like abstain from something every Lent, and to do a study or like read my Bible more every Lent. So this time I gave up TikTok, which I also gave up TikTok last Lent, and it's just good for my brain, honestly. And then I read all of Proverbs, and that was 31 chapters. So when I ran out of Proverbs, I moved over to Mark so that I could be like in the story of Jesus while we get to Easter. And so I'm reading Mark right now. I'm on Mark chapter 8 today, I think. I don't remember. I'll have to check. But I've been reading Mark and I'm really enjoying it. Proverbs, if you are trying to get into like a daily study and don't know which book to start with, I highly recommend Proverbs or even Psalms, because they're short, and Proverbs is a wisdom book. So a lot of the times the other books of the Bible are like a long story that you're reading through. And like any other book, there are parts that are kind of like contextual, parts that are giving you the lesson, and then, you know, just a lot of words, essentially. But because Proverbs is a wisdom book, and like, for example, like ancient Chinese proverbs, they're like very short, succinct, you get the message, they're very direct. And so I found that it was really easy to establish like a daily reading habit because they were just so quick and easy to understand. Obviously you can go more in depth with them and probably do a study that goes along with it so you can delve more into like the context of those words and whatever, but I really liked it. So we are on Steam this week too. And today I have to read, I believe it's days 3 through 5. Let's double check. Yeah. I have to read days 3, 4, and 5. So we're in Genesis right now. I think. Yeah. We're finishing up the book of Genesis this week. So that should be good. But I'm hoping that this only takes me like 20-30 minutes, and then I'm going to go to the gym to kind of like shake off my sleepiness. And I also didn't go to the gym yesterday, just because I overslept in the morning and whatever. Is it just me? But my body is needing an excessive amount of sleep lately. Like, I am always tired. Well, I'm always tired at 3 o'clock like every other woman, but I've been sleeping in a lot more lately. I try to wake up between like 5:15 and 6 o'clock, and it has just been such a struggle for me lately, and I don't know if it's because of like the time change that just happened, or like, I don't know. Nothing in my routine has like changed. I'm not like eating differently, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's something that's like making me sleepy from what I'm doing every day. I don't know, other than like maybe I can go to bed earlier, but I don't know, is anybody else having that? Let me know. But yeah, we're gonna see if Bible study even happens. It's supposed to be at 12, but because it's raining, it's like, I guess the girls are scared to drive in the rain. I don't know. That's not really an issue for me. I'm not deterred by the level of rain we're having right now. If it was like, the only level of rain that scares me to drive in is when it's like literally like a white sheet of rain. If you've experienced that, you know how freaking terrifying it is because you literally cannot see in front of you. But really heavy rain or even like a downpour does not deter me from driving, unless obviously it's flooding, because then you just literally cannot drive through. But I don't know, the level of rain we're having like is not, to me, not anything that you can't drive through. But I think we're changing the day. Let's see, they're texting me right now. I think they're changing it to tomorrow after church, which, not that I had plans for tomorrow, but like my plan was to do my own thing tomorrow. That's my plan for today also. I don't know, we'll see. You know how when you have plans to like do nothing or like do whatever you want to do, and I don't know. It's like all those memes where it's like, yeah, my plan was to do nothing. Like, but I guess that gives me a lot more time, so we're gonna hop into this and I'm gonna go to the gym. I want to run. I have been trying to up my mileage. I was training for a 5K last year. I did the 5K because my family is a turkey trot family. And I've run another 5K since. Not officially, just on my own. And I'm trying to get more comfortable with running like 2 to 3 miles so that I can start to up my mileage more. And so I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try and run another 5K, but at a slower pace, so that I can actually feel good at that mileage and my legs feel good, so I can build up a little. I don't have any specific goal. My brother just ran a half marathon, so that would be cool to run a half marathon. Why not before the end of the year? I don't know. I don't want to hold myself to anything, but I'm just trying to get better with my distance running and just building up that endurance. And I don't know. I find it soothing now, which I never thought I would say because I grew up playing soccer. So once I finished playing soccer, I was like, okay, I'm never running again. But now I like it. So we'll see. But anyway, I guess since we don't have Bible study anymore after the gym, maybe we can hit up Barnes and see what's going on over there. I have to see. The Barnes by my house, you have to pay for parking, like to park in the street, and so it's just so annoying. So maybe we'll go further south. because there is a Barnes that's like directly next door to a Michael's, and they're having their 70% off sale. Michael's is always on sale, always. But the problem with Michael's is that I have to set a budget because Michael's is always on sale. I always have a million things. Like, hello, Michael's is so cute. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and get to reading. I'm back from the gym. I ran my 2 miles and just did some abs, but then I went to Winn-Dixie and I wanted to show you guys my gorgeous grocery haul and just go through it with you all real quick. But as you all saw yesterday, I was eating those Chobani Zero Sugar. That was the first time I'd ever tried it and I really liked it, so I bought a pack of those. Regular milk to restock, bread for like sandwiches and burgers and stuff. I'm making tacos tonight, so I got the siete taco seasoning and pinto beans, and then avocados, cilantro. I also got a jalapeno. In terms of snacks, they had so many good snacks, so I just got these two, but this is cast iron spinach artichoke dip, and it's keto friendly, which usually spinach artichoke dip is like not good for you at all. And I didn't know that they made Boom Chicka Pop in like individual serving bags. It was by the cash register, so I picked one up. I also got Caesar salad dressing and like a salad kit, and then just like regular salad, some vegetables, some limes and bell pepper also for my tacos, Brussels sprouts as like my vegetable for the week, Honey Crisp apples because they just looked so delicious and gorgeous, another tomato just for again the tacos, salad mix. This is 50-50 spinach and spring mix, which I love. This is calabaza. If you are not Hispanic, I believe this is pumpkin, but it might be squash. It's not like pumpkin pie pumpkin. It's a different kind, but I don't know exactly what type of pumpkin it is. But you basically put it when you make beans. You put like potatoes and pumpkin in there because it makes it taste delicious. But I also wanted to see how it tastes just like on its own roasted, so I got some of that. And this is like the main event. They have sandwiches, and obviously in Miami they do a Cuban, and this looks so delicious. And I'm really excited because I'm gonna put it like in a pan planchada, and I just know it's gonna be fantastic. And then they also had single serving carrot cake, and I love carrot cake and I never see it at the store, so I got that. And then I've been in my energy drink grind, so I got Alani. I went to 7-Eleven and they usually have cherry slush there, and they didn't this time, so I just got 2 Hawaiian shave ice and then 1 Cosmic Stardust, which I tried for the other day. I tried for the first time the other day and I liked it. And then I also got a Coke Zero because I've really been craving like soda lately. I think it's just because everyone's like promoing Poppy and stuff. And I love Poppy. But I was thinking about how like all the girlies in like Utah and Arizona have Swig. And I feel like that would do so good in Miami. Like designer soda where you can put, and then they can make it like healthy where you can just put like fruit juices and whatever, or put like antioxidants and vitamins in it or whatever. I just feel like that would do so good. So I don't know why Swig doesn't exist in Florida, but I don't know, just saying. But yeah, I was able to get all of this stuff, and I originally preferred Publix to Winn-Dixie, just because by the time I became an adult, like first of all, Winn-Dixie was pretty much all gone. They had changed them to Fresco y Mas, the ones that existed still, but there was like no Winn-Dixies anywhere. But when I moved, Winn-Dixie's right by the gym, so it makes it really convenient. But I realized that I wasn't into Winn-Dixie because I thought it was the same price as Publix, but it's because I didn't have a rewards account. So all of this was, I want to say like $70 something. It originally was like almost $90, and then the rewards brought down the price. So when the lady was like she was like, oh, you didn't put in your rewards number. And I was like, oh yeah, because I don't have one. And she's like, oh, make one. And it came out to be so much cheaper, and things are always on sale. I believe all of this produce is organic. I don't think that they sell non-organic produce. Obviously, I could be wrong. But yeah, Winn-Dixie's for the win. Plus the pre-made sandwiches that are not just like regular schmegular sandwiches. They had like Italian, roast beef, turkey. They had some that were made with the little like King's Hawaiian bread sliders, which sounded really good. Oh, I also got this Italian style chicken sausage to try. I just forgot to say that earlier, but I don't really think that matters. Anyway, but yeah, so now I'm a Winn-Dixie lover. So you Florida girlies, obviously pub subs are still superior, but if you live by Winn-Dixie, maybe check it out. So yeah, we're just gonna put all of this gorgeousness away, and then I'm gonna heat up my sandwich and have a wonderful time. I don't know what we're gonna do next. I'm definitely gonna make a coffee because I've been craving one, but, which is so funny because I literally just bought like 3 energy drinks. But I'm gonna have a coffee, and then I want to go to Barnes, but I think we might go to the library instead because I do have to return my book, and the library in the rain, the library that I go to has like these floor to ceiling gorgeous windows, like half of the library, and that just sounds so nice. So we're probably gonna go do that instead if I can, after I shower, still have the motivation to go do something. But yeah, I have rosemary oil and like leave-in conditioner marinating in my hair right now, so it looks really greasy and gross. And what sucks is that because it's raining, my hair is not going to dry cute. It's going to dry bad. So I might put it in like some sort of like protective style, like do like French braids or something, but y'all will see whatever I decide to do. And reading with this Vaz yesterday was a good idea because it definitely got me out of like my annoyed mindset. However, I still want to get a romance book. I wanted to go to Target yesterday. I never ended up going. We ended up going to Target or Barnes because we all decided to go to dinner, and then after that there wasn't time. But I saw that the Happy Place paperback is on sale, and instead of being like $15, it's like $12, which is really, really good because I think the hardcover is almost $20 and the paperback is like $15 or $17. So I definitely want to pick up the paperback of that, and I wanted, like I said in my last video, pick up Book Lovers because it's the only one that I haven't read of Emily Henry's books before Funny Story comes out. So we'll probably go do that and go to the library. But I'm gonna put all this away. I'll show you guys later my taco / burrito situation for dinner because it's really quick, easy, and delicious. But yeah. Forgot that I had laundry. So I'm gonna fold laundry, but I wanted to chat because I was thinking about our conversation earlier about how I couldn't find a good movie to watch, and I realized, well, I knew this, but I partially realized that like media is so like, pedestrian isn't the right word, but like you guys know what I mean, right? Like when something's pedestrian, it's like duh, it's so obvious, it's so mainstream, it's so like, it's literally some white painted guy on the crosswalk sign. Like it's just not anything spectacular, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I just feel like, and I'm sure you guys see this too, where like everything's a remake, everything's either an animation or a live action version of something else. Obviously with storylines, like there are only so many storylines in the world for us to consume, and that applies to books as well. But I feel like the difference between books and movies is that because you have so much more description in books, even if you're having essentially the same plot line, you can add so much variety and nuance and just like The tiniest little details make such a big difference. But I feel like in movie culture right now, I'm just getting a regurgitation of the same 6 actors in all of the same movies. And it's like, it's not even specific to one genre, which I know that's why they're called movie stars. Like, people want to see the same people starring in the same stuff over and over. But, like, oh my gosh. Like, all of the comedy movies right now have, like, John Cena, Kevin Hart, and The Rock, plus one other funny person, depending on who it is. Sometimes Mark Wahlberg. And then you have all the action movies with, like, that guy who, that British dude from, like, Hobbs and Shaw. Who else is in all of these action movies? Oh, Chris Pratt. Like, clearly I don't watch that much action television, but you guys know what I mean. Like, it's the same 6 dudes. In all of the romance movies, it's like when Rachel McAdams was a huge thing and she was, like, every female lead. That's how it is now. Sometimes even in action movies, like Jessica Chastain is, like, the main person in all of them. Who's in all the romance movies these days? It's not... There was, like, an era of, like, Reese Witherspoon, Rachel McAdams, and who else am I thinking of? Like, Lily Collins, even. I don't know who's up and about. I just, like, I'm over it. I want to see these random actors that I've never seen in my life. Like, I want somebody to get their first shot. I want to have new movies and ideas. Like, I'm just so over it. And it's also, like, the book-to-movie adaptation rate lately is through the roof and in a way that I don't enjoy. Because it's, like, instead of giving, like, are they called screenwriters if they make movies? Movie writers? I'm not quite sure. I know that most concepts are derivative of movies. Of books and plays and other pieces of media. But it's like, give that screenwriter with their original idea, like, give them a spotlight, you know? Like, I think we're all itching for something new and something exciting. And even if it's a twist on something that we have come to know, which I think is why the Barbie movie had a lot of success. I never watched it. But from what I understand, it's, you know, taking this commonplace item and something that we've grown so comfortable with and creating something new or putting a spin on it in a way that's new, you know? But it's like, oh my gosh, like, give me something new. Like, I watched Poor Things, and while I understood, like, where the plot was going and, like, what the point of that movie was, like, it was not my favorite. But those are the kind of movies that I want to see more of. Like, I'm itching for something that's, like, more indie, more weird with... And even then, like, Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo, like, hello, the obvious picks. But... I don't know, I just want something different. And I feel like that's why it's so hard to watch a new movie these days, because it's like everything is either I'm watching a movie that I've seen a million times over, and I obviously like it, so I'm going to watch it, but it's like, okay, I know exactly how this is going to end. Or it's like everything's a remake, and if I'm trying something new, like a majority of the time, like it's not good. Like I had heard, you guys know how like Madam Web came out or whatever, and apparently it stinks. And Dakota Johnson herself was even like, yeah, this is what happens when you pour millions and millions of dollars into the same people over and over again. Like, maybe instead of making one $100 million movie, make, you know, give indie screenwriters and actors and directors a chance. Like, something with a little bit more variety, something with flavor. Like, I feel like it's so cookie cutter. You know what I mean? And I've started to see that in the book industry as well, where I feel like I'm reading, like, and it's not as if it's a reimagination of a previous idea from other authors, or like I said before, the same plot line, but a different author is able to put their own twist and spin on it. Like, sometimes it's just like a regurgitation. Like, I read Love and Other Words, and then what did I read after that? I think I read Every Summer After, and those two books were so similar to the point where, like, when I was describing them to other people, I would conflate the two or completely mix them up. And while both of those books individually are very good, like, it was just, wow, it was so similar, and I just was not into it. This is Coke Zero, as I showed you guys before. If you're a Coke Zero hater, I just don't know what to tell you. Like, I just don't respect it. People who diss on Coke Zero are just wrong, unfortunately. And if you like Pepsi, then it's even worse. Like, don't even start about Pepsi. I rarely have like actual soda, and oh my gosh, it's so hard. I've been in a phase with carbonated drinks lately. I had cut out carbonation from my diet. Oh my gosh, for like over a year. Like, I love to drink water, but every now and then you want like a cute little drink. Oh, let me go grab the soda I saw at Walmart. This soda I just got from Walmart. It's called Culture Pop soda. This is the blueberry and lime flavor. I haven't tried it yet. I got another one of their flavors, and it was mango and orange. It was like underwhelming. It was kind of like giving LaCroix vibes. Well, that's rude. No, it tasted definitely like orange and mango, but it like smelled more like orange and mango than it tasted like it, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I just realized it's like kind of sunny right now. How wonderful. But yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Everything is just very derivative and boring, and I'm like over it, which is why I need more suggestions for things that are going to be like interesting. And I think that's also why I've been leaning more towards contemporary fiction, because it's like, okay, we're not going through the same 6 plot lines. We're talking about daily life and regular happenings, and like actually gaining something intellectually from it, you know what I mean? And like putting meaning and purpose in these mundane things. But I don't know, y'all. What are we gonna do? When are people gonna understand that you can't just suck something dry for everything that it's got just because it worked once? Like, and with content too, like even on YouTube, like I feel like creators see that one thing does well and they just hammer it into the ground to the point where I'm like, okay, like I missed when you were making original content. And granted, that's very much risk and reward, because at the end of the day, especially for these larger creators, that's their source of income. And so I understand, but I just wish there was like a stability in it almost, and like a way to go about it where you could try something interesting and not be so concerned. You know what I mean? And it's also the fault of the algorithms for suppressing things that are individual and not just recreations of the same content format over and over again. Or like literally content, what is it called? Like video content, like the actual content of the video. So it's like, it's just a phase in the world that I'm so over. Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock. The day really zoomed by, huh? Anyway, rant over. I'm in a shower now, but if any of you feel similarly, please let me know. Because, like I've said in other videos, sometimes I feel like I'm talking into an echo chamber, because I'm the only one of my friends who reads books and is like constantly consuming media and pop culture. So clearly I just need to make more friends. But also it would be nice to hear from y'all and what you think, because I think that it, like I said before, it expands not only into like movies, but to television and to what we're consuming on YouTube and in books, and it's all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. And also, if you have any recommendations for creators, whether like on social media or otherwise, that are making that content, that interesting, individualistic, original content, please plug them in the caption. In the comments, because that's what I want to see more of. So, yeah, I'm gonna shower and put on clothes for the day, even though the day is like mostly over. And then we're gonna hit the library. I officially decided we're gonna go to the library. So, I'm excited. ended up going to the library and to Target. I wanted to go to Michael's, but my legs started hurting, so I didn't feel like it. And I just couldn't think of anything that I actually wanted from Michael's, so there's no use in browsing in Michael's, for me, at least. So we'll start with my book haul. At the library, they had such good picks. So we started with Something Borrowed by Emily Giffin. Yes, by Emily Giffin. And the blurb here on the front, actually false. Basically, the blurb says that the main character, Rachel White, she she's such a good friend, does everything the right way, you know what I mean? Just somebody who plays by the rules. But apparently on her 30th birthday, her best friend throws her a party. She gets drunk and sleeps with Darcy's fiance. So that's crazy. And I think that's so funny because it's literally called Something Borrowed, which is an amazing play on words. But normally this kind of cheating-based romance wouldn't be something I pick up, but I'm just so intrigued to know what happens next, so I picked that up. Then I got Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. This is about our main character Sadie, and she essentially suffers from face blindness. She gets into an accident and is now temporarily face blind, and I guess she falls in love with two men at once. But how is that going to work? Because can she even see their faces? I don't know. So I'm excited to read that. In my last video I spoke about Catherine Center and really enjoying her writing style, so I was happy to see that they had one of her books in stock. I also want to read, I believe it's called Where Happiness Begins by Catherine Center. They made that into a Netflix show, I want to say. And I believe her name's Ellie Kemper, the actress. Ellie, I can't recall. Let me look it up. 1 second. Ellie. The problem with me is that I actually have to know every single thing. I can't be oh, where's that actress from? And then just let it go. Yeah, Ellie Kemper. So, this girl, which I know her. Oh, it's overexposed. If you guys can see her. There we go. I know her from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but she is in the Netflix adaptation of Where Happiness Begins by Catherine Center. So if I get the chance, I want to pick that up as well. Next, I got Happy Never After by Lynn Painter. I was telling y'all in my last video again that I wanted to start reading Lynn Painter because I heard she was good. This is actually her second adult romance. She typically writes YA romance, and this, I believe, is actually a new release. Let's look at the publishing page. Yeah, first edition March 2024. So this literally just came out this month. How exciting. I basically got a first edition copy. But essentially the storyline of this book is that the main character, Sophie, is about to get married. Her fiancé cheats on her, but her fiancé's dad is her dad's boss. So she can't be the one to break off their marriage because I guess she's worried about retaliation. So she hires Max, who is a professional wedding objector. And then I guess she gets really into it, and her and Max start going to weddings and objecting to weddings and stuff. And I believe that they fall in love. So I'm excited to read this. I know Sarah Crowley just spoke about this book as well. And I had never thought about reading books that are based, that have wedding scenes or whatever, but I guess that would be really sweet and cute. And that's funny because I ended up picking up 2 books that have wedding themes. Both of these have wedding themes, so I guess that's the theme of my library book haul. And then from Target, I got Book Lovers by Emily Henry, like I was talking about earlier, which I actually, now that I think of it, don't even know what this is about. Nora is a literary agent, yes, and she does a sister's trip away, but she keeps going into Charlie, who's a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. It would be a meet cute if not for the fact that they've met many times and it's never been cute. So I guess they keep bumping into each other over and over again, and they fall in love based on the cover art. But we love a bookish romance. Actually, I don't love a bookish romance, and I'm really skeptical of them, but Beach Read was a bookish romance, and I appreciated that, so I'm assuming I'm going to appreciate this. And then what I went to Target for to begin with, the paperback version of Happy Place. It was $15, but the original price on the back of this book says $19, and the Target price originally was $17. So I'm going to consider it a win. The only thing is I have to get this freaking sticker off the front, which is going to suck. But I thought it was cute that they did the spine of this book in yellow, because in the hardcover version, there are some versions where the outside of the hardcover is like this pink color and then the inside is like a bright yellow, which I thought was really cute. Then I got these shoes. These are, okay, let's do a backstory. These are the knockoff version or the dupe version of the Steve Madden ones, which I used to have, and then the, like this lining, you see where the brown meets the black, like folded up and is super uncomfortable. So the Steve Madden version, but the Steve Madden version is actually a knockoff of the Hermes sandal, which is the original one. So Hermes dupe. But anyway, like I said, I have another version of these from Steve Madden, but they broke and I've been looking for a new sandal, and these were only $20, so I picked these up, and they're actually surprisingly really comfortable. Granted, I only tried them on in the store, so it could be they're gonna wear out, but they're sandals, not sneakers, so I'm not too concerned about it. And finally, I got the Holy Grail, Cherry Twist and Lonnie. I have been searching for these. I think I said it earlier. I've been searching for these everywhere, and I haven't been able to find them. These were actually right by the self-checkout register, and they're 3 for $7 right now. So I got 3. Thinking back on it, I probably should have gotten like 6 of them. But yeah, I was able to grab those. So a pretty successful haul, if I do say so myself, especially on the bookish side of things. I was able to get quite a few. I'm really excited for my library books. Usually, so when I went to the library, it was like 5:10, and the library closes at 6 on Saturdays and is closed on Sundays. So I knew I didn't have a lot of time. So instead of going to like the gorgeous library that's a little bit further away, I went to a smaller branch that was much closer to my house, and that one usually doesn't have that great of picks. Like it'll have a few every now and then, but on the whole, it's more for like actual academic subjects, is what they have a lot more of. So I was a little skeptical, but I was able to find some great stuff, and I'm really happy about it. I still want to go to Barnes. I don't know if we'll end up going in this video, because I have a gift card that my brother and my parents got me for Christmas. I want to say it's for like $50, but every book that I want is like in hardcover still. Like it hasn't graduated to the paperback version. I will say I did see The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, which is the book I had spoken about in my last video, which is the book I had spoken about wanting to get from Lynn Painter in my last video. But the cover is kind of jarring. It's like kind of this color, but like the less cute version of it. And I just didn't want to spend $10 on something I didn't really like, so I think I'm going to get it on Kindle instead. But yeah, now it is, almost 8 o'clock? Yeah, 7:45. So I am just going to honestly clean up my room and put everything away. I also got at the library their little leaflets. Apparently my library does a book club. And so I don't know if this is the book club for the specific branch of library that I go to, but it says it's the 3rd Wednesday of the month, and you contact the specific branch to see which title they're going to read. So I assume that every branch has their own book club, so maybe I'll start going to that, because that's not terrible. The 3rd Wednesday of every month. I can read a book in 3 weeks amongst reading other books, but what I was really excited about was they have like a little schedule. Let me cover what branch I go to. But they had a little schedule of all the events for the month. And one of the events was, it's called Water You Painting, and it's watercolor. So you can go and experiment with watercolor, and they give you all the supplies. So you don't have to actually buy any of your own, but you can bring some if you wanted. And it's Saturday, every Saturday. So I wish I had known, because I would have like gone earlier today. But they also have like yoga, which I thought was really cool. The book club, like I said. Oh my gosh. Furry Tales. Improve literacy skills and boost confidence by reading your favorite stories alongside a registered therapy dog. It's for children ages 6 to 12, Saturdays and Mondays. That is so cute. They also do a book club in Spanish. They have Environmental Rangers Club, which is so cool for little kids. Family movie matinee. Join us on the first Saturday of the month for Brave. How cute. Well, this is the March schedule. So I guess when April comes along. Oh, it even has AARP tax assistance. So if you needed help doing your taxes, I guess they'll have a representative from AARP come and help you. But that's so exciting. So now I know that I have to make a note to either check the emails that they send me every week, or go when I go to return all of these books to look at what the schedule for next month is, because that's so cute. And you should probably, I mean, I know I have a fantastic library system, but you all should check your local library system and see if they have events and things like that too, because sometimes I know other branches around Miami do like board game nights. They allow like people to come and read to the kids during the day. They have tutoring available, all that kind of stuff. So you should see, maybe you can make a friend. I'm really considering joining that book club. There's also another book club called, I think it's called Silent Book Club Miami. They have an Instagram that I follow, and essentially they meet up once a week and do silent book club. So you guys don't read the same book. You just all show up to the same spot and read your own respective books. So you can chat with other people, but if not, it's kind of just like a bookish community to read with. The past 2 times they've done events that were like kind of far from my house, so I didn't go, but that's something I wanted to do as well. However, I like need to convince somebody to go with me because I'm a little nervous to go with myself. Like the public library, I'm not scared because I'm assuming it's just going to be like older people, but like people my age, I don't know about that. But yeah, that's all for that. I am going to cook dinner probably. I'm not super hungry, but I am, like, I want to make the burrito because I want to eat the burrito, but I'm not like starving. But I'm sure by the time I finish cooking, I'll be hungry. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I want to watch a movie. Again, you guys already heard my whole spiel about movies and not knowing what to watch. So I think I'm gonna just watch a movie that I know that I like. I actually want to rewatch Soul, that Pixar movie, Soul, because I watched it when I was in college, and we watched it coming back right when we came back from the beach, and so I was like sobbing my eyeballs out over it, but I don't actually remember really what it was about. So I think maybe I'll watch that again today, and since it's nighttime and I don't have any plans tomorrow morning outside of church, it's gonna be okay if I like sob my eyeballs out because I'm not like in front of anybody or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, let's get cooking because the more I talk about it, the hungrier I'm getting.
keep on moving on.